Hello students, Standard 8. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 11, that is mensuration. Now in the previous standards you already learn about the 2D shapes and the 3D shapes. A square, rectangle, parallelogram, circle, etc. They are the plane figures or the two-dimensional, and their surfaces are enclosed by boundaries, and that is known as its area. Means suppose this is a rectangle, these are the boundaries. So the measurement of this enclosed surfaces is known as its area. Also we know that the length along its boundary, the perimeter, that is we known as, the perimeter is the distance around a figure. So if you start from the one corner and go side by side and you find the total length, then that is known as the perimeter of that given figure. We also know some formulas to find the areas and the perimeter of some figures. Here I wrote down some formulas. First, the area of a square. We know that the square has all sides equal. So the area of a square is equal to side multiplied by side. That is, if you say length, so you can say it is L multiplied by L or L square. Similarly, the area of a rectangle, the second one is rectangle. So area of a rectangle is equal to length multiplied by breadth, means L multiplied by B. So if we know the length and the breadth of a rectangle, then area we can find easily by the formula L multiplied by B, means length multiplied by breadth. Area of a circle, we know that circle has a radius. So the formula to find the area of circle is pi r square, means pi multiplied by square of the radius, pi r square. The area of a triangle is equal to half multiplied by base multiplied by height. So 1 by 2 multiplied by the length of base and the height. And the area of a parallelogram, if it's a parallelogram, then the formula to find the area is length, the base, length of the base multiplied by height. So here 1 by 2 is not there, and in triangle there is 1 by 2. That is the difference. Similarly, we have the formulas to find the perimeters also. That a perimeter of a square, perimeter means all the boundaries, and we know that a square has all the sides are equal. So length plus length plus length plus length, 4 times length. So the perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by L, that is 4L. Similarly, perimeter of rectangle, you know that rectangle has 2 lengths, 2 breadths. So the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into bracket length plus breadth, means 2 into bracket L plus B. Similarly, perimeter of a triangle have 3 sides. So we have to sum of that measure of the 3 sides, means side plus a side plus a side. So all 3 sides can be equal, can be different, whatever is there. So we have to add them to get the perimeter. So perimeter of a triangle is equal to side plus a side plus a side. And the circumference of a circle, circle's perimeter is known as the circumference, and the formula of the circumference is equal to 2 pi multiplied by r, means 2 pi r. That is the formula to find the perimeter or circumference of a circle. So we are familiar with this different formulas, and it is very easier if the length, breadth or whatever required measurements are given. We can easily find out the area or the perimeter of this type of figures. Here in the try this, that is very simple. So try this on the page number 170. I will give you for example, in which it's very simple that we have to make the columns like that, and in second we have to find the perimeter using this formula, so that you can easily do it yourself. Now we are going to start exercise number 11.1. Here the first question is that a square and a rectangular field with measurements as given in the figure have the same perimeter. Which field has a larger area? Here given that the length of the square is 60 meter and length of this rectangle is given as 80 meter. Now here it is given that they have same perimeter. Now we can find the perimeter of square, but here breadth is not given. So first of all, from the perimeter of square, we have to take the same perimeter of the rectangle, and we should find the breadth of that rectangular field. And then we have to find the areas of both a square and a rectangle. And then we can decide that which field has a larger area. So now, side of square is how much? 60 meter. So now perimeter. Perimeter of square field is equal to 4 multiplied by side. That is 4 multiplied by 60 meters. So 6 4s are 24, so 240 meter. So now it is given that both of them have the same perimeter. So now square and rectangular field has the same perimeter. Therefore, perimeter of a rectangular field is also 240 meter. So now length is given. So now 2 into bracket length plus breadth is equal to 240. So 2 into bracket, we have length 80 plus b is equal to 240. We can take 2 that side. So therefore 80 plus breadth is equal to 240 divided by 2. So 80 plus b is equal to 120. Therefore b is equal to 120 minus 80. So b is equal to 40. So now we have to find the area of the both a square and a rectangular field. So now area of square field, we know that it is length multiplied by length or L square. So here it is 60, so 60 multiplied by 60. 6 6 are 36, so 3600 meters square. Now area of a rectangular field is length multiplied by breadth. We have length 80 meter. Multiply by breadth, we find out 40 meter. So 8 4s are 32, so 3200 meters square. Now you can see that here area of square field is larger because it is 3600, but the rectangular is 3000. So here 3200. So here the square field has a larger area. So in this situation it was given that they have same perimeter. So what did we do? We first find out the perimeter of the square, and we took the same perimeter of the rectangle because their perimeters are given that they are equal. And from the perimeter of rectangle 240 meter, we put the formula to find out the breadth of that rectangle. And then we find out the areas of both a square field and a rectangular field by using the formulas. And then we can compare here that area of square field is more than the area of the rectangular field. Now the second question. It says that Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot with the measurement as shown in the figure. Here in the figure it shows that this plot has side 25 meter. It's a square plot whose lengths are 25 meter each. Now she wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. She wants to construct a house is not square, but its measurements are given that it is 20 meter length and 15 meter is the breadth. A garden is developed around the house, means in the remaining part the garden should be developed, and we have to find that total cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square. So here we need to find out the area of the garden. Garden is not this but only this side around area. For that what we have to do? We have to find the area of the whole plot. We have to find the area of the part in which the house is to be built, and then we have to subtract that so that we can find the remaining area, that is the area of the garden, and then we can find the cost of gardening. So now here the length of plot is equal to 25 meter. Therefore area of square plot, we know that it is L square, that is 25 square, that is 625 meters square. Now length of house L is 20 meter and breadth B is 15 meter. So area of plot in which house is to be built is equal to length multiplied by breadth. That is 20 multiplied by 15. So 15 to the 30, so 300 meters square. So the whole area is 625. Area in which the house is to be built is 300 meters square. So we will subtract to get the area of the place in the garden. So area of plot in which the garden is to be developed is equal to area of plot minus area of house. So that is 625 meters square minus 300 meters square. So that will be 5 minus 0, 5, 2 minus 0, 2, 6 minus 3, 325 meters square. Now, cost of developing 1 meter square is equal to rupees 55. Therefore, cost of developing how many? 325 meters square. Then we have to multiply 325 by 55. So rupees 17,875. So the cost of developing the garden in this area around the house will be rupees 17,875. So by this way we have to find the whole area of the plot, then the area in which house is to be built, then we have to subtract to get the area in which the garden is to be developed, and then after that we have to multiply it with 55 to get the final answer of the cost. So here we are going to finish the session and it will be followed by PDF, and if any confusion write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.